Hey guys, what's up? It's River, and this is the first YouTube video that I have done in a very long time. Today I decided I would do a 30 fun facts about me video, just because there are so many weird random things that I feel like I have to share in order for you guys to fully get to know me for my YouTube channel. It was really hard to condense this into 30. I definitely have much more than 30 weird random facts that I could say about myself, so if you guys want a part 2 of this video, let me know. Before we start the video, I just want to warn you guys that I am a very weird person, so if you get weirded out easily, maybe click out of this video right now. Also, if you're wondering why I haven't posted in such a long time, I've just been so incredibly busy. I'm planning on doing some kind of a life update soon in the future. My summer was good. There were some good things that happened, some bad things that happened, and I started school about 2 weeks ago. So I've been super busy with homework, but I'm trying to get back on track with the YouTube thing. Also, if you cannot tell, I'm currently in my car. I just thought this would be a super casual, real, sit down, telling you about myself. If you see me looking down, it's because all these facts are on my computer. Fact number 1 is I have this huge, weird fear of talking in discussions in class. I would consider myself a pretty good student. I'm taking 2 AP classes this year. I work really hard and I try to get straight A's in all my classes, but for some reason, it's just the fishbowl discussions where you all have to talk at random times that just make me so freaked out, and I never talk in them. It just makes me so nervous because I feel like every time I open my mouth to talk, someone else starts talking, and I hate interrupting people, and then you have that awkward thing where you're both like, you go, no, you go. So every time I'm in a discussion in class, there's so much I want to say, but every time I open my mouth, literally nothing comes out and I just get so freaked out. I'm still tuned into the conversation, I just can't talk in them and I don't know why. I had to go explain to my new English teacher the other day that I understand everything we're doing, I just can't talk in the discussions. It's so weird. Fact number 2 is that I say the phrase, oh gosh, way too much, and I say it whenever I don't have anything else to say. Some people think it's really weird because every time I don't have anything to say or it's really awkward, I just say oh gosh. And I don't know why I say it, but I say it all the time. So if you're ever talking to me and I just say, oh gosh, don't mind me, I just say it too much and I do not know why. When I find a song that I really, really like, I listen to it literally all day, every day, so many times until I get sick of it. And I usually get sick of that song a day after I find it because I listen to it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my new favorite song. And then I listen to it for the next 24 hours straight. And then 24 hours later, I'm like, I don't like this song anymore because I've literally listened to it so many times. So I move through favorite songs pretty quickly. Also, a little bonus fact to go with that is I'm always listening to music. I am not an observant person at all, and I sometimes wish I was, because literally you could change the biggest things and I wouldn't even notice. I cannot tell you how many times my friends have texted me and said I saw you in the grocery store the other day, why didn't you say hi to me? It was kind of rude. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I would have said hi if I saw you. I wasn't trying to be rude, I just didn't see you. If you see me in public, say hi. Don't be afraid to say hi to me, because it's not that I'm being rude and I want to avoid you, it's just that I literally do not look around me at all and I'm always focused on exactly what I'm doing. You could literally change the color of my house and I probably wouldn't even notice. Fact number 5 is I recently got a new pet bearded dragon and he is the absolute love of my life. He is the cutest little creature ever. I know lots of people aren't fans of reptiles, but I absolutely love them. He's so adorable and affectionate. He loves to cuddle with me. He loves to just rest against my face or my neck, and he is the cutest thing ever. I would totally bring him on, but I'm not home right now, so I'll insert a cute little picture of him right here. He has lots of different nicknames, but I usually just call him Beardo or Cutie Pie. The next fact is I hate school, but I'm a complete perfectionist. I'm one of those people that goes in I hate school, I'm just gonna fail all my classes and not care this year, and then I go in and ace all the tests and everything just because I'm such a perfectionist and I have to get straight A's in every single class, but I still hate it. It gives me literal anxiety when people don't take off their makeup. I'm such a stickler about taking off my makeup every single night, and when I see people don't do it, I'm whenever I'm at school, one of my friends will just be oh yeah, I still have my makeup on from yesterday, and I'm honey, no. I don't understand how people do that. I am very easily influenced by what others say. I'm definitely my own person and everything, but if someone says something to me multiple times, I'll start to catch on to it and do it as well. For instance, when I first met my best friend Jacqueline, I noticed that she used lots of punctuation and question marks whenever she wrote something, and it wasn't to be rude, it was just her thing. And literally now I do that every single time. And like the whole oof phrase, like I hate the word oof, but so many people say it that I just say it now. I don't mean to say it, it's just that so many people say it that I'm just like, oof. I absolutely hate attention of any sort. If you guys remember my video where I talked about my broken foot, you'll remember that I literally didn't wear crutches when I was supposed to the entire time because I hated attention that much. I hate when people look at me. I hate being called on in class. I just hate when all the attention is on me. It's the most uncomfortable thing ever. This one is really random, but I really love the smell of cilantro, but I've never actually tried cilantro. But I remember I used to be a cashier at a grocery store, and every time someone bought cilantro, I'd just be like, probably really weird, but I love the smell. I am one of the most awkward people you will ever meet, and I also overthink everything I do. So I'll have a conversation with someone, then that night when I'm trying to sleep, I'll just go over the entire conversation and replay it in my head and like think about the stupid things I said. I'm just like, River, why did you say that? Like, my number one pet peeve is when people crack their knuckles. I don't care what you crack. I don't care if you crack your neck, your back, your toes, like whatever you want to crack, but do not crack your fingers. It is so gross and it makes me cringe every time someone does it. I love pretty much every single fruit, but I hate pretty much every single vegetable. And it makes it very hard to eat healthy. I get nightmares really easily, and I'm definitely not a person for scary movies. I can't do them at all. Another one of my really weird fears is going to the bathroom in class. I'm not kidding you, I've probably gone to the bathroom in class about 4 times in my entire life. I'm terrified of doing it, and the only time I'll do it is if I'm literally dying and needing to pee that bad, because I hate raising my hand and asking the teacher to go to the bathroom. I just don't like it. Everybody looks at me back with the attention thing. I just hate attention, and I hate going to the bathroom. There are 6 total words that I absolutely hate, and if you ever say them around me, I will cringe and or scream. And those 6 words are enjoyable, frothy, texture, moist, yogurt, and ointment. It was very hard to say all of those, so better appreciate. I used to be super squeamish with like blood and guts and all that in movies and stuff, but recently I started watching Grey's Anatomy, and that whole thing is just gone. Like, I'm completely fine with blood and guts now. I don't know what changed, but I started watching Grey's. If you didn't know, Grey's Anatomy is a show about like surgeries. This one is gonna sound really weird and sort of mean, but it's honestly true. I am very stupid. Like, yeah, I get straight A's in school, but I'm not street smart at all. Like, I'm one of the most stupid people you will ever meet, and sometimes I'm like, River, what is going through your brain? Like, why did you say that? Why did you do that? Literally a 2-year-old could figure that out. And I have some examples for you guys. Last year, I was texting this guy that I had a crush on at the time, and I was kind of like flirting a little bit, you know, here and there. And at one point, he Snapchatted me a mirror selfie. And I saw in the mirror selfie that his phone was red. So I Snapchatted him back without thinking at all. How did you get your phone red? Do you guys believe me now? Then he Snapchatted me back with like the most confused, like, are you an idiot look ever? Like, it's the red iPhone 7. And I was like, honey, River, should have just looked it up. I did not know there was a red iPhone 7, for the record. Apparently it's only with Verizon, which I guess kind of validates my statement a little more considering I'm with AT&T and had no clue. But I still felt so stupid. And if you're wondering, I do not like him anymore, but he probably still thinks I'm an idiot. There's just things that I do where I'm like, River, what were you thinking? Like, whenever I need help in school, I just like will have this thing where I do not ask the teacher for help. And the teacher's like, who needs help? Like, raise your hand for anyone who's confused. And I'm like, I need help, but then my hand just doesn't go up. And then I have to figure it out on my own later. And I'm like stressed at home. And I'm like, River, why didn't you just ask for help? Like, fact number 19, I have this like problem where I self-deprecate. If you ask any of my friends, they will all confirm this 100%. I don't know what it is. Like, one minute I'll look in the mirror and I'll be like, oh, like, you did your makeup good today. Like, you look pretty. And then the next minute I'm like, you ugly ass. And I just get so hard on myself with everything. and I don't know what it is, and like I'm trying to help it, and I know this is a problem that a lot of other people have, but I definitely have so many insecurities, and it's not just my look. I'm also a major stress eater. Like whenever I'm stressed, I will just pile in the food, and the funny thing is I won't even be hungry. Like I don't eat because I'm hungry, I eat because I literally don't know what else to do with my life, and if I don't like eat a lot, then I honestly will go insane. I get so much anxiety either being late somewhere or if someone makes me late. I just get like, my heart starts beating super fast, and I always just think of the worst possible scenario. Like, oh, they're gonna leave without me, they're gonna start without me, I'm gonna miss like a whole entire important lesson in school if I'm late. For some reason, I never pack food to go places like school or work. Even though like I love food, I'm always running late and I never have time to pack food. And at the time I'm always like, you'll be fine, like you won't be that hungry. And then later when I'm at school or work, I'm like, River, why didn't you pack food? I'm starving. Why did you do this to yourself? Fact number 23, I pretty much always have gum in my mouth, except for spearmint. I hate spearmint. It literally makes me so nauseous, and whenever people chew it, I can smell it from like so far away. Like if there's a person standing way over there, I'm like, who is chewing spearmint gum? I literally want to throw up right now. I feel like this is the same with a lot of other people, but I am very indecisive about everything, and it just stresses me out even more. Whenever I'm at a nail salon and the ladies are like, pick your color, I like go up and I'm literally there for like 15 minutes just deciding like this one or this one. Oh, there's a pretty one over there, like which one do I choose? And then I'm like so stressed out, and I'm just like, River, calm down, just pick one. I am very bad at managing my time. Don't get me wrong, I'm organized and I do good in school, but the way I manage my time is just terrible, and it makes me so stressed. It makes me so sleep deprived because I push everything towards the very last minute, and then I end up staying up like all night to get it done. And I try to fix it, I really do. Like I've tried so many times to just be like, do your homework right when you get it, but it just doesn't work, and I don't know how to help it. I have this issue where I trust people too much, or I guess give in to demands too much. I'm just way too nice to people a lot of the time, and I really don't know how to fix it. Sometimes I just wish I could like stand up for myself and say no, but like no just isn't in my vocabulary. I remember last year at school there was this friend who every day would like beg me to buy her lunch at school because she didn't have money in her account, and I just couldn't say no. So every single day I would just buy her lunch at school, and it just added up, and every single day she asked like, will you buy me lunch today? I did not have the guts to say no. And I remember my mom got so mad at me later because she was like, River, why are you spending so much money at lunch? And I was like, I'm getting more food. Like I didn't know what to say because I didn't want to tell her. But sometimes I'm just like, River, like you can say no to people. Like honestly, if someone asked me to go and jump off a cliff, I probably would just be like, okay, since you asked. I have a really weird good memory, and it's not with everything, but I just remember the weirdest things, and it's like my memory is photographic, but only with the weirdest, most pointless things. Like I remember my entire library card number from 2nd grade, and I haven't used that library card in like math 9 years, and somehow I still remember the library card number 29092 05463 6036. Like what? And I also remember like weird things that people will tell me. So later, like I'll be like, oh, like don't you really like hate when people do this? And they're like, River, how did you remember that? I'm like, oh, you told me like 3 years ago. And they're like, fact number 28 is I have never had surgery, but I had a procedure that was close to surgery. It was called a VCUG. I'm not going to explain what it is. If you want to know what it is, you can look it up. But people who undergo this procedure are supposed to be sedated with like laffy gas, but I did not have the laffy gas, and let's just say that was probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I'm probably one of the most clumsy people ever. I literally have the ability to just be walking down the street and just trip over my own feet for no good reason. There won't be a crack in the road, there won't be a bump, it won't be a hill, I will just fall, and no one knows why. And I broke my foot twice in a row in the same place. And the last fact, fact number 30, is I'm a ranter, as you can probably tell by now. Whether I'm writing, whether I'm talking, I always talk or write more than I need to and explain things more than I need to the fact where people are like, River, I'm not stupid, I understood the first time. Whenever I'm writing an essay, I make it way too long and I always have to cut it short, whereas most people have the opposite problem and they need to make it longer. I just write and write and write, and I'm so descriptive with everything I say, and I just need to stop. Like, look what I'm doing right now. I'm just ranting. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did by giving this video a thumbs up and commenting down below one random fact about you, because I really do want to know. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please. It would mean so much. Thank you guys so much again for taking the time to watch this, and I will see you in my next video.